So we're going for a Ridgeline Hike here on Cambridge.
But look at this view. Welcome aboard Encore. We are off on a wild adventure to see and explore together, one anchorage, dive, and hike at a time, with the goal of living each and every day to its fullest. I'm Natalie, that's TJ, our pup Camo, and my dad and Captain Mike. We spent last season on the East Coast, and now it's time to head south. Make sure to join us as we cruise through the Caribbean on an adventure of a lifetime. Today we jumped out into the ocean to cruise north to Cambridge Key to spend some more time in the Land Sea Park.
One! Nice job, pal. Go to the beach. Go to the beach. We're gonna go for a little hike today.
Yes, we are.
I'll go get the anchor ready.
Okay. We had a gorgeous sunrise a little bit ago. And no, go to the beach. You're fine. And we're going for a early morning hike. And then we are heading off over to Wardrick Wells. He's standing in the water. He's learned how to stand.
Oh my god.
You're a good boy. Yeah, you learned how to stand in the water, didn't you? Or were you walking with your back feet down and your front feet up in the air?
Hey Camo, your mom brought you a little treat.
We have a little secret. Peaceful and enjoyable.
Squeaking the whole time?
Nothing but the sounds of nature and Camo's squeaky ball. Okay, how deep is this? Ah!
How deep is it?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah.
TJ!
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, I wasn't planning on getting wet.
Oops.
Okay, you have to get the bag.
Wait, carry me in.
Wait, can you get my shoes?
Alright. Well, hopefully we are anchored out far enough. We're at high tide right now. All right, bud, let's go for a hike. Let's go for a hike. So we're going for a Ridgeline Hike here on Cambridge.
We hiked this 2 days ago, and we loved it. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it's like one of our favorite hikes here in the Bahamas.
I think it was my favorite hike.
It's so good.
There's not a ton of amazing hikes on the islands. They're just small. They're small islands, not a lot of elevation change. But
this one was a lot longer than the other ones, and it had some elevation, and it just was like a little bit ridgy, not super ridgy, but
yeah.
It was cool. Did you know that there's cactuses in the Bahamas?
I haven't seen any like that before now.
That's quite wild.
This is so sad. This is a little pile. I saw a sign over here that you don't leave your garbage here. This isn't like boaters' garbage. This is all garbage that has washed up from the ocean onto the shore. And we'll have collected it and put it here just so that it's not going back into the ocean. But this is why it's important to reduce how much you use, reduce your plastic, because it doesn't go away, it just washes up here. And there's so many beaches here, I'm sure you've seen too, all those little tiny pieces of plastic all over. So make sure you recycle it, because otherwise it'll end up in these beautiful, beautiful beaches where you shouldn't see all of this at.
Yeah, there's a lot of it everywhere we go.
But look at this, like over here, all this like breaks up. Like this plastic just breaks up into these tiny little pieces. And then you can like never get all of it up. It just corrodes.
Yeah.
Flip-flops.
Fisherman's
Water.
nets.
Tons of water bottles. Stop buying water bottles. You don't need them. Oh wow, it's super high tide. We can't even get up there.
Oh yeah.
So we climbed up that the other day. It was really, really pretty, but that definitely is not happening today.
Yeah, when we went over there the other day, all of this was exposed and we just walked right across, and then we walked all the way up to the top. Ridge Trail.
So to get on this trail, you go to the area where the mooring field is, go to the beach there, hair in my mouth, and then you hike across the island to the ocean side, and then you come up over here on this far corner.
Yep.
By this big rock. And we're over at Cambridge.
So we're on the northern side of this beach. I just love this hike.
It's so beautiful.
It's so nice. It's so green. It's such a cool trail.
It's very green.
Big cliffs with big waves. It's just nice.
Have your shoes back on?
Yeah.
How are the blisters feeling?
The blisters are hurting.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of sand packed in them right now.
Yummy.
Yeah, I love this.
Look at this view. How pretty is that?
Living life on the edge.
Love it. I love my big drop off.
We've reached the end.
We have, but actually, we went down to there yesterday, or 2 days ago. We have to like go down the hillside and hike all the way down there, and since we're leaving soon, we probably shouldn't
Yeah.
take too long. So we'll end it here today, but it has been a perfect morning in nature.
It really has.
Little pieces everywhere. We'll bring this back to the boat though and throw it out. I won't add it to that pile. Here's a sign right here. here it says, please collect plastic from shore and place here. Do not place your garbage here.
We're finishing the walk back to the tender.
It was a great hike.
It was a great morning.
Great morning. Loved it. Beautiful. Our tender's still here.
It's still floating.
Still floating. It's always a good sign. It is so nerve-wracking. That's one thing I think people never realize. I never realized. Like, when you go somewhere and you park your car somewhere, you know it's gonna be there. I mean, there's like a slim chance that like someone can break into it, but like your car is gonna be there. Whenever you put your dinghy out somewhere, I'm always slightly concerned it like won't be there or will be like on the ground, like the tide will have fallen. It's a whole different thing.
There's a pretty good, there's a better possibility of that happening.
Yeah, like there have been times from us or other boaters that like you go back to your dinghy and it's on grounds. You have to like wait like 5 hours for the tide to come back up before you can leave. Like just things you wouldn't normally think about that are added challenges of boating.
Yep.
You're gonna go get the tender for me?
Yes.
I walked it up to like my ankles and it was very chilly.
Yes.
Nice and cold? Okay, you ready for me? That was a good idea.
Is that close enough?
Yeah, it's perfect. I'll get my stuff. And dog, time to get in the boat.
Alright, time to go home.
Time to go. Reel us in. We are unhooking from the mooring ball at Cambridge and are jumping up one key to O'Brien to dive a sunken plane and swim at the famous dive spot called the Aquarium. We're getting close.
Are we only half alive? Embers drifting in the night, looking, wandering all the time. We see a kingdom. This is not my home. This skin and bone. The daylight will reconcile the dead and the gone. Let the kingdom come. Long have we been on the road, but we don't face these hills alone. Rising from these broken stones, we see the kingdom. Oh, this is not my home. This skin and bone. The daylight will reconcile the dead and the gone. Let the kingdom come. I can see it on your face.
Look at this water beneath the boat. We are here at O'Brien Cay in the Exumas, and the water is spectacular.
Yeah. So we just got back from snorkeling about 45 minutes ago, and it seems like we timed that correctly. It is blowing. Oh my gosh. We had to go close a bunch of our port side windows because it was blowing in so much. So it is it's washing off the boat nicely. We have quite a downpour. Woo. It's a sad goodbye to the Land Sea Park, where we have had some of our best days in the Bahamas. There are amazing anchorages and solid mooring balls at a very reasonable rate. Now, a southern wind is blowing in, making this anchorage very uncomfortable, so we are heading north to try and find an island with some southern protection, which is hard to come by in the Exumas. But off we go, and you won't want to miss our next episode. We had to deal with our scariest night at anchor when a storm comes out of nowhere and sends us for a very wild ride.